Good morning, everyone. Going live today a little bit later than normal. We're at 10 o'clock Mountain Standard Time instead of my usual 8, because at 8 o'clock, I was at the doctor's office. And that's a lot about what we're going to talk about today. Before we get started, who we got with us? We got Mickey with us today. Sort of another one of the holiday themed cups, but hey, I still have my Christmas tree up and all the holiday decorations. We're not taking them down until after the daughter goes back to college. So I can still use the holiday mugs, right, for my coffee. Hope you're enjoying the beverage of your choice and enjoying life on this Friday, beginning of some people's weekend. Eric says, Happy Pizza Friday. But, that's not fair. Every day is a pizza day for Eric. He's, if you want to know anything about pizza, he's the guy to talk to. His company, I've mentioned before, the pizza liners that keep pizzas more fresh and stuff when they're delivered to get to you. He's making pizzas better around the world. So drink beverages safely. And that's why, I'm with Mickey, got to drink safely with Mickey, right? Good to see you here, Eric. The reason I say I'm later today because at 8 o'clock, I was at the doctor's office doing an annual visit. And what I wanted to talk to you about today is so important both for safety and for success in your life and to enjoy your life. And that's your health. And it's up to all of us to take an active participation and do the things to make sure that we are as healthy and as fit as we can be. And that will enable us to enjoy more. It will enable us to live longer and live a better, longer life. I mean, living long isn't as important as being able to do things and be active as we're living long. And that's what keeping our, our health and our fitness up will do. And it can help us be more safe for a lot of things. I mean, when I teach active shooter response, I teach about escaping. The national model, they teach running away, and it's not just running. There's other ways to escape. But if you're more fit and in better condition, that's easier to do. If you are, trapped in something and you need to move, a thing over to barricade a door, the stronger and more fit you are, the better you're going to be able to barricade. If you ever have to defend yourself, the more fit you are, the easier that's going to be. So it is so important for all of us to be aware of our health, take the active steps to do it, and doing an annual visit with your doctor. Find a doctor that you trust, that you like, that you can work with, and that doctor can be with you on your journey. Because as you age and change, things are going to change, and that doctor that you have a relationship with will be able to help you with those changes as you age. And because it happens to all of us, things happen. So we need to keep up with those. And you have to look out for those hidden dangers. You might think, yeah, I'm in great shape. I can bench 300 pounds. I can run 10 miles. I can do this. I can do that. And your blood pressure and cholesterol might be out of control. And you don't even know it. They're hidden killers because we don't know what our blood pressure is unless we take the measurements. We really don't know our cholesterol until we take the measurement. But it is 100% proven that cholesterol and high blood pressure and other factors contribute to things like heart attacks. And people die at young ages from heart attacks, even if they're not obese or out of shape like people think a heart attack victim would be. No, some very fit people can have heart attacks because even though on the outside they looked healthy, on the inside they weren't. And that's why it is so important to work with a doctor and have these things checked. You have to have blood work drawn. You have to have, urine samples taken. You want to have a physical exam. Men, when you get a little bit older, that means bending over and the doctor putting on his glove. Ladies, you have different type of physical exams that you're going to have throughout your life. It's just part of nature, and that's what we need to do. Some of these things can stop and prevent things from happening, or if you catch things early, it can save your life. If we can catch cancer early, it's way better chance that you can do something about it than if you goes unnoticed until it gets to the point where it can kill you. And so we got to do those things. You hit 50, you're going to do colonoscopies every 10 years if you're lucky. If you have signs of problems, you might have to start them earlier. If you have a family history where they find something, then you're going to be doing them more often. I was fortunate enough, I hit 50, did my first colonoscopy, and they said everything's good, we'll see you in 10 years. So got a few more years before I have to do the next one. They're not fun, but it's a way to keep yourself healthy. Okay. So those are, things that you need to be working with your doctor. Now, the things that we can all do on our own to help stay fit and healthy is watch what we eat, get enough sleep, make sure we're drinking enough water. I love my coffee, but we got to drink water as well, and get some exercise. And, it's easy to say and much harder to do. Okay. And because we get busy and we don't make the time, we don't find the time. Well, it needs to be prioritized. And I'm not saying you have to go on a strict diet and you can't enjoy good stuff. If you've watched my pages, you know that I like a good burger and fries, and, I enjoy eating. That's part of enjoying life, is going out to great places to eat with friends and family and enjoying good meals and things that you like. But we have to have some moderation. We can't be, I can't be having burgers and fries every day. That would be ridiculous. So, I go and indulge, but then a lot of other times I'm eating healthier meals. So we want to avoid, excess white flour and sugar and those kind of things. I mean, this is stuff we all know. So we want to avoid, high fat type things. And we want to focus on more lean meats and cuts of protein, lean protein sources. We want fruits and vegetables, high fiber. We all know this. So have more of those in your diet and limit some of those indulgences. Don't forsake them, no, but limit them. And one little habit that, my wife and I do now that, has helped us is portion control. And we'll go out to a nice restaurant, order, I might order that giant chicken fried steak that I love with some eggs and hash browns and a pancake on the side. I'll eat the pancake first because pancakes, they don't go home well. And I'll eat the eggs because they're not going to be good the next day as much either. But I'll take a big chunk of that chicken fried steak and some of those hash browns and put them in a go box and take them home, and they'll be breakfast, or lunch the next day. You don't have to eat the giant meals. Take some home. That'll help your budget and your waistline and your health, right? Exercise, lots of different things we can do to get exercise. Choose things that you enjoy and that you can work into your schedule. And if you can do them with a partner, wonderful. If that makes it more enjoyable. If you like doing it solo, do that. If you like going to a gym to work out and that it keeps you motivated, do that. If you're somebody that likes to work out at home, that's an option too. Just do something. In my life, I like doing the DDPY yoga. Dallas Diamond Page, I liked him as a wrestler. I like his yoga workouts. They're sort of a combination of yoga and calisthenics and some other stuff. And I like doing those. And so those are one thing that I do. I like to lift. I don't lift like I did when I was younger, but I still like to do some lifting. And I encourage everyone to do some kind of strength exercises in your routine. Now for cardio, because you want some strength stuff and you want some cardio, something that gets you breathing. Interval training is proven to be wonderful for that. And will help you lose weight, help you get in better shape. And it's great for safety and self-defense, because in a self-defense situation or a safety situation, you're probably not going to have to go for an extended length of time. You're going to have to go full out maximum for a shorter period of time. And that's what interval training helps you do. You can do it running. You sprint, then you jog a little bit, recover, sprint, jog a little, recover. I personally like to do it on my exercise bike. I have, one of the bikes, I can't even think of the name. Forgetting the name of my bike. That happens when you get older too. Good morning, Robin. Good to see you here. But, I can get on the stationary bike that I have back here in the exercise portion of the house, and I can just go like crazy, and it kicks your butt fast. I like to do Tabatas on it. If you're not familiar with Tabata protocol, that's, you go as hard as you can for 20 seconds, then you slow up and sort of recover for 10 seconds, hard as you can for 20 seconds, slow as you can, just sort of slow recovery for 10. So it's 20, 10, 20, 10. You do that for 4 minutes. And you think, 4 minutes? And if you do it all out sprints for the 20 seconds, and you get those 10 seconds of sort of slower recovery, 4 minutes will kick your butt. And you can research Tabata, T-A-B-A-T-A. You'll find tons of articles and things online. The Rogue is my bike. That's, I can remember the name now. But it actually has a Tabata setting. So I can just push the button and it will do the Tabata timer for me, so I can see that there and know where I'm at and keep on track. So that's a great thing. So at home I like to do the bike, I like to do the weights, I like to do the DDP yoga. I also stretch here, and I stretch at the gym when I'm doing my martial art classes, Hapkido. So Hapkido is another little form of exercise I like to do regularly in the classes I teach, and I get some stretching there. And then I personally love to hike, and I live in a place where I can get out and hike with Rocky and my wife, or just Rocky or whatever, and get a good workout that way too. So those are some of the things I incorporate into my life. You need to find the things that you like that you can do consistently. And that is the key to fitness and staying in shape, is consistency. It's an apple a day keeps the doctor away, not a bushel of apples at the end of the month. You need to exercise daily. A little exercise every day is going to be better than trying to do a whole bunch on Saturday. Okay. You need to be consistent and have it daily for those things to work. So there's just a little bit of information to help you, enjoy life more safely and do everything a little bit better when you're in shape and you're taking care of your health. So what are we doing? We're watching our diet and not going overboard and, this or that, but eating sensibly and moderating what we eat to keep healthy. We're exercising, doing activities that we enjoy, that we can do consistently, that will help, us stay in shape, which includes some strength exercises, some aerobic exercises, and some stretching type exercises. You want all three of those included in your workout regimen. And we're going to the doctor, and we're working with a doctor, doing our annual checkups, making sure we get our blood pressure, our cholesterol, and anything else that's going on in our body under control, and working with our doctor for health goals so we can stay as healthy as possible, so we can live and enjoy life longer, and in a safety or self-defense situation, we will be better prepared to protect ourselves and those we love. So there's just a little bit of information. I encourage you to read a whole bunch of books on this. I have actually two bookshelves back here. It's one section of my library, and it's two bookshelves that are all health, fitness, exercise related, medical, those kind of related books. And I'm always, rotating some kind of health, fitness, medical book into my reading, because I want to be educated on it to keep myself and my family healthy. And I encourage you to do the same thing. And like Jim Rohn said years ago, don't just read one book on health, read several, and then figure out which stuff is going to be best for you to keep yourself as healthy as possible. So with that, I'm going to say, enjoy the Friday. I'll see you tomorrow at 8:00. And if you can't join me at 8:00 on a Saturday morning, I understand. Watch the replays. Appreciate everybody. Take care. Enjoy life.